Hello, good people. Welcome to our show. Hello, bad people. Welcome to our show. I don't want to discriminate bad people. Welcome anyone who want to learn more about SEO. And today we are going to discuss many things because SEO is moving fast. You need to adapt. You need to find a way how to still get traffic and sales. I'm so excited to discuss a lot more with Alex Gennadiynik. How are you?
Great. And I love your intro music, by the way. I was dancing a little bit like in the chair, chair dance, but
Yeah,
a
that's
9 out
cool.
of 10, I would give myself for a chair dance.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
it's due to the
I
music.
know
Yeah.
you can create your own music, you can play, you can sing, I love. By the way, guys, if you wanna check out Alex Gennadiynik on YouTube, you can learn this special style. It's not for everyone, but I like it. So
Not my dancing. Yeah. No,
that's
my,
good.
my my dancing is not on YouTube.
Yeah, but you can sing, you can play.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than I can.
The music.
So
Yeah. I make music with guitar. Yes.
yeah. I tried to play in guitar for a long time. Then my wife told me I hate you for that. So
I
yeah.
used to have a girlfriend who used to hate me for this, more for my singing. The singing was worse.
No, you sing good. I like it.
Yeah, but that's after editing.
Okay. So, Alex, you didn't speak on my podcast for 2 years. It's a
Yes.
lot. Many things change. I know you started your crypto project. You're very good on selling SEO courses on Udemy. You can help and teach about many things. So I'm so excited to learn more about that. Tell what happened for 2 years, and for new listeners, tell more about yourself.
Thank you. So, yeah, thank you for having me on again. This is my second time, hopefully, second of many. And a very exciting thing happened a month ago. I crossed 1 million students on Udemy. And I thought, when I was like 999, I thought, what's going to happen? Wow, what's going to happen? And they're going to, for me, it's been like 10 years of working on this. So it's a lot of my life. And then I went and it was 1 million. And then like nothing happened. Nobody knew about it. Nobody sent me nothing. No congratulations. I'm even supposed to get a plaque from Udemy, like in YouTube, 1 million people. But even that, they don't just give it to you. You have to apply.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, hello, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm here. I applied, and so I'm waiting for my plaque. Let's see how it's going to look. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'm going to get a sweater that says 1 million people. I don't know. Because I have a
Mm,
sweater that says 500,000. They have that for that milestone, but I don't know where I put it. So I need the million one. And then,
yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, I created my course on Udemy as well, and we
yeah,
got 70,000 students, but I have no idea how to get a million. I mean, like it's a hard job. So, can you tell what kind of insights can you bring to the users tables? I mean, like how you can encourage them to subscribe to your course and get a lot of students.
I think in anything professional, the key to success is persistence over the long term and constantly thinking, how can I improve, right? So it's hard work and smart work and persistent over time. I think it's the key for everybody, right? You look at any sport, in basketball, soccer, talent, yeah, it's nice, but the people who work hard they do, generally do better. And especially if you have no talent, which, hello, then really you need the hard work.
Yeah.
And that's been it. I launched, like, for example, my SEO course, I launched it like 10 years ago, but I kept updating it all the time, and not just updating, but like thinking about how can I make it better, what's wrong here, and also myself improving, like my audio, my video. So it's just like constantly improving. And every year my goal is to look at my videos from last year and think, wow, that was horrible. That's what kind of my goal. And if I achieve that goal, I know I'm improving. But if I still think my last year's content is good, that's my problem, right?
Yeah.
So I think that has helped me, because on Udemy there's, like, I think for sure over 100,000 instructors who signed up, or maybe I don't know if there's crazy numbers of people who had launched at least one course or at least sign up as an instructor, like many, many, many. So right now I'm like 0.001% of all of them, not because I'm not the Michael Jordan with skill. I think I just kept working and working and working and working and working and improving, and it allowed me to kind of stay afloat. Because I mean, I would rather have 2 million instead of 1 million students myself. So it's like I'm always having like, why is it not doing better? I have that question every day. So, but I think for Udemy, at least what ended up happening to me is you shoot for the stars or you shoot for the moon and you end up among the stars situation. Um, but I always think I could have done this better earlier. Should have, like not like regret, but like some things I had to figure out sooner. Just there's a certain amount of time to figure out certain things, and it took me longer. So like it's objective. So yeah, I think with a lot of stumbling, I persisted. So that's
Yeah, that's nice.
the main thing.
I think it's very important, yeah, to have discipline and to be consistent with anything what you do. Yeah, and I mean, like, I created my course on Udemy, but the hardest part is to update, to update everything what you have, because if it's not my main channel of getting money, so that is why I don't know, probably I will update, but I need to find this energy because many things to do in other places. But yeah,
Yes,
I think it's important. Yeah, I can imagine, because it's not like to rewrite the article. You need to refilm videos, to provide these videos.
it takes some time, and sometimes when you refilm one video, if you don't rewatch a bunch of the videos around it, you think, oh yeah, refilmed it. But like some things you say don't make sense with the previous video anymore, or the next video doesn't quite make sense. Oh god, I have to replace the next one and the next one. So there's a lot of updating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can imagine. Okay, Alex, let's talk about what happened for the last 2 years. And many things changed. I mean, like, probably even more than for a few decades, because I remember, like, we paid a lot of attention to creating content, links. But today we have AI search. It's not like to optimize your content for Google. You need to optimize to become and rank everywhere. And for me, I mean, like, Google can become an extra channel of getting traffic, because for many years Google was the main channel. Today it's the main channel as well. I don't want to deny that, but uh, what we can see now, when we have this AI mode in Google top results, and it's not even similar to feature snippets or title descriptions that we can see snippets, because AI mode can reply fully to the question and people don't need to click. I mean, like, when I see these backlinks resources, I don't need to click them because I get the full answer. It's not the same with title description, because I still need more data. It's not enough, and it is what it is. We need to optimize. We still need to get this traffic and a lot of traffic on Google. Can you tell how to optimize for this AI mode today?
It's a great question. I mean, sometimes they do link to the sources that they reference, so you can get traffic. And I think even if we back up in every field everywhere, most people tend to be negative. Oh, SEO is so bad now. Next year, SEO is even worse now. Next year, every year, right? Google is so bad that because all the complaints, and every site, if you were a YouTuber, it'd be like, you're on YouTube, but like as a main thing, right? Oh, YouTube is so hard. Everything in the corporate world, oh, things are getting worse. This is just people. But I feel like my brain is wired a little different. I'm on the bell curve. I'm the opposite. I'm the optimist. Not
Mhm.
by choice. I think by choice I would be a pessimist, but my brain seems to be optimist, like problem solving kind of thing. Maybe it's an engineering background, but it's like, oh, a problem. Instead of complaining, I have to solve it. Problem is fine. And so we have a problem that Google is really decreasing traffic that we're used to. It's a problem, but I wouldn't like cry, traffic. I mean, a little bit internally, because some pages about my music that I care about and I wrote a lot really lost traffic. So like my daughter, who's 5, says, my heart broke in 20 pieces when I lost my traffic to the to a lot of my traffic to the music that I was working so hard on. Yeah, it happened. But I think the solution is Google will still give you traffic, but it will be vetted and better traffic, because a person has to go through so many steps, read the AI answer, da da da, maybe want to inquire more. So you would have been doing the same thing on your website, because they're not going to engage with you or buy from you from the first page they visit on your site anyway. They would have to sign up for this, sign up for this. Maybe you were missing out that they're going to not sign up for your email list. So there's some gaps in there. But the process of vetting that user, whether it happens on the Google, which is actually more trusted, or your site, there's still that process. And so for me, the challenge that I want to solve, and for everybody doing SEO, I think this is the challenge, is how do you get Google to recommend you, right? And I think today, and when I say Google, like I call them the AI bros, from Claude, Claude, ChatGPT, Google, AI mode, AI bros, all they collect their information in the same way, right? They browse the web, they try to interpret it. And what has to happen is you have to become one of the couple of top influencers in your niche for a topic. This is it. If you're one of the top influencers in your niche, they're always gonna, for the important things like which shoe should I buy? Which toothpaste is the best for this? Which SEO agency is the best for this? They're going to get those answers, and you want them to say you. So they're going to be coming to you more vetted with more trust, compared to if they were clicking on a blue link. A blue
Yeah.
link click is like, I don't like it, right back. And that's it. So here they wouldn't be so grumpy and skeptical. They would be a little more vetted. So the challenge, I think, is choose your niche wisely, not too competitive, but also some meat on that bone, so that you can, get that traffic, and then get so much publicity,
Yeah.
visibility, right? Like I notice, as like a real example, because I'm trying to get ChatGPT, like for people when they ask who is the best instructor in entrepreneurship, to answer it's me, because
Mhm.
I'm like one of the top few, or SEO, same thing. I'm one of the top few, but like I'm not the top. So the way it really is like it almost always recommends people who are like top, and I'm like second tier. So I'm good, but like not good enough for ChatGPT. So my role will be, okay, if I want to really stand out, I know that ChatGPT might give like 5 answers or 3 answers of top professionals in a certain niche. How can I get enough publicity? So the goal for me today would be, if I wanted this result, go, just like we are doing a podcast, go on like kind of collab with other top influencers in this niche, be on all the podcasts, be on all the radio shows, get mentions on social media, on everything, interact with others on social media, so that you get all these mentions, and suddenly like these LLMs, they think like, this guy, they don't
Yeah.
know, like, they can't really tell, is he really better agency owner? I'm not an agency owner,
Yeah.
I'm just an instructor, but just as an example, is he really better? Like they don't know, but they're gonna kind of guesstimate, and they're gonna guesstimate largely, because in my experience, when I ask ChatGPT that question of like, who is the best instructor, they don't give the best instructors, they give the most famous people.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. I got it. Makes
And I'm
sense.
like, this person doesn't even have a course.
Yeah. Yeah. Alex, what I can think about that, probably it's even a good news that Google will send less traffic. Let me explain why. Because I see when people are chasing high volume, they chase like top funnel,
Yes,
and many people who don't have experience with SEO, when they open SEMrush, Ahrefs, SERank, it doesn't matter, any tool they open, they can see, wow, million volume, how much money I can earn. And I often see this the wrong strategy when people are
of
chasing
course.
just this volume. First, you need to compete with Wikipedia. it's tough. It's tough because Wikipedia has authority. Wikipedia has many backlinks. It's not only about Wikipedia. It's just one example. Second, uh, even if you find resources to outrank some pages in the top 10, it doesn't mean you can get sales. And I saw that. I saw that many times when people found a way to optimize for specific keywords, but it doesn't bring any sales. Nothing, just completely nothing. But today, when you focus on the bottom funnel, that people still need to click because ChatGPT and Google can reply fully to the question. They will still provide links and reference to specific products. I think where we need to pay more attention. But one thing that I found, I can argue with some experts about that. And I remember someone told me they create topics for top funnel because of topical authority. They want to show they have topical authority. That is why they create content. I think it's normal, it's regular if you have real customers who need this information. So you basically can show them, look at, learn about what SEO means. If you get customers, they don't know, you can show, okay, I have the article for you, please learn it. That way it's good. But if you do it for the sake of topical authority, I think you can find enough topics for bottom funnel and even medium funnel. You don't need to create topical authority with top funnel. What do you think about that?
I think it's a matter of taste and prioritization. I think in the perfect world, you would cover both because it's not that hard to cover both.
Yeah.
Because Google does want, they push this idea forward, EAT, right? Expertise, authority, trust. And so
Mhm.
topical authority, right? It's within that line of thinking of EAT. Today, there's EAT, which I forgot the first E, what it stands
Expert
for. It was
experience.
experience. Yeah, I was going to say it's going to come, all these things.
Yeah.
I always forget in the most inopportune time. But
Yeah.
so, yeah, you want to show it. Google is screaming, eat, eat. And I'm like, okay, 5-minute break. Let me go to the refrigerator and then eat. And then it makes me hungry. Like, okay. But jokes aside that I'm hungry, it's just not that hard to show top of funnel expertise, but also top of funnel expertise isn't just built with your content. It's that interactivity and being visible online, which I think the problem and challenge is less that I have to create content for this and for this. Content creation is the easiest part. I know people hate it, but compared to other things they hate, they will hate this least, because what I find people hate the most is like they just want it to be SEO person in a room, not visible, and suddenly they're like, "What? I have to be a podcast? What? I have to be fit? Like, I have to be appearing on some shows, and what? I have to interact with social media. I hate social media, right? SEO people who hate social media, like largely. So this I find is the most insurmountable thing for most people. But the topic authority, I would just swallow that pill. And I think there's something to it. I actually use a lot of interesting things, like a technique I might share with your audience that I like is you want to okay, so I have this analogy, when people think like they are doing really well, but they're playing, Super Mario, the first level, like
Mhm.
it's made for children to beat that level, but it's made in a beautiful way that you feel really good playing, even if it's your millionth time playing. And so you feel like I'm on a roll. When you beat that level, you feel great, right? But you're
Yeah.
kind of like Super Mario level 1, like everybody beats that level. And so the analogy of this level to the SEO world is create content with AI, right? Make ChatGPT or some other service create your content for you. Oh, a million articles, amazing! I'm a genius. So I did ping, 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 level 1, right? But the level 2, 3, 4 is how do you get AI when other bad Super Mario players ask AI to create content for them? How do you get the AIs to use your references to put into their content so your references can be referenced? And so all of these will mention you,
Yeah.
right? Those mentions. How do you, this is like level 7 of Mario, if that made sense, right? How do you, because then you're like in 1,000 articles online in some shape or form. And the strategy for this is to offer unique ideas. Okay, not unique content, because we can all reshuffle word, but same ideas. Like SEO, don't keyword stuff, right? It's the same idea. We can rephrase it in different ways, but it's the same idea. You want to have new ideas. So that's how expertise, authority, right? That's how you are like thought leader, new ideas. You can have new ideas on anything. As an example, like I have a page that I'm trying to rank for, like Udemy course discounts. It's a difficult keyword to rank for because I'm competing against like all the billion-dollar websites who provide discounts, including Udemy. And so the Udemy course discounts, I created a really, really, really unique discount, some kind of a weird discount, but it's new. Like it's a discount that you can never get anywhere except my website. It's something like get 50 courses for $100, something just, it's not that great, but it's different. It's an example, right? Of course, you want to create something great. The greater your ideas are, the better. And this, when the AIs see in a ocean of like same ideas, there is a new idea, they're more likely to use that kind of thing. So when people search now for Udemy course discounts, every once in a while, to my disappointment, not always, but every once in a while, I see, Google, the AI answers, right? They're like, Groupon has a discount, Udemy has a discount, Alex Kinedinik has a discount. Excuse me, what? Wait, billion-dollar company, Joe Schmo. How did this Joe Schmo get next to these guys, right? It's because I have this unique thing. So the way to do it, to get mentions by ChatGPT when it creates content for everybody else, is have really revolutionary new ideas. Can be hot takes, can be creative thoughts, new. So again, not new content, not original content, original ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think like I think it doesn't matter how you create content with ChatGPT or write manually. According to some data, by the way, AI content can rank even higher
Right.
than human written content, because AI, if you lead right, if you share the right prompts, fit with the right data, and can edit results. So by if experts can do this job, then you can get high quality content, because AI can write in different styles. Consider your target audience. If you need professional, it can write professional, conversational, friendly style, anything. So
I will just add one very quick thing. Sorry,
mhm.
the human written stuff just isn't that good. It's just not that good. It's not treated like a book, right? Editing, more editing, more editing. No, people are like most people are like, blog post, light proofread, catch almost nothing in your proofread, publish. It's like
Yeah.
it's not, so yeah, go ahead. But
Yeah,
to
I
beat a
think
human is not that hard.
yeah, I
The
think
SEO content.
ChatGPT, by the way, well, Ryan wrote that ChatGPT is such an amazing tool. I completely agree. It's really amazing tool, and today it's like a must-have. But the main problem
I think it's
that
for SEO level 1, Mario.
yeah. By the way, I wanna clarify for Gen Z, who doesn't know who
They don't
Super
know who's
Mario
Mario.
was. It's like a superhero, and we played this game when we were young, Alex and me. I think like everyone played at that time. I don't know if this game is still issued today. I have no idea. With many new, much sophisticated games today,
They
but
think like
yeah,
Mario is like a singer from the 60s.
yeah, I played in Dandy, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was Gadget Dandy, so
I don't know, Dandy. That you're even older.
yeah. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to the content creation. I think like ChatGPT is amazing tool if experts can manage the job. I mean, like, for example, I can't create any quality in different niches except SEO digital marketing. So because I work on these niches, I know how to ask the right questions. I know how to check results. And one more thing that I found, you need to know how to write. I still write a lot manually. It's not, I know that AI can do this job, but I need to train my writing skills. my muscles. And what I see, for example, I cooperated with a few accounting specialists in the US, and they have like plus 20 years of experience, worked with 500 Fortune companies, very skilled people. Everything looks great, but they don't have experience with writing. They try to use ChatGPT, they just generate something useless because they don't know how to write. So I think ChatGPT works for someone who writes only about one niche. That is why I stopped cooperating with copywriters. If copywriters can tell me, oh, I can write about finance, about health, about marketing. No, 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 no. Please write for my competitors. I think they can invite you, not me. So in my blog, you can find any content written by copywriter. Second, you need to know how to write. And if you don't write manually, like I remember Stephen King said about that. Two things that can help you to become a great writer. You need to read a lot, you need to write a lot. If you don't write, you can't feel it. You can't feel its quality or not. You can understand if it's readable, if people will love it, because it's about creating not only valuable content, it's readable content, non-boring content. So it can, you need to win attention because people are impatient. When they open, and they can leave fast. If it's boring, they will leave it. If it's not well structured, so it's very important. Doesn't matter. ChatGPT is a great tool, but you need to know how to write, and you need to pay attention only to one direction. Then it doesn't matter. You will write manually or with ChatGPT. Just create quality. Yeah, it's very important. Alex, I want to ask about new terminology that we have. It's called generative engine experience. And what I can see, a lot of services, a lot of guides how to create content for AI search, and I checked a few of them, and in most cases I disagree with all these insights. In most cases, because I think like people are still looking for way how to manipulate, how to lead the system, and I mean, like, especially when they share, you need to write like AI, you need to structure for this short answers your content, but it doesn't look like quality. I think even if you can find a way to cheat the system now, I'm not sure about the future. I mean, like, AI search is growing much faster than SEO. Like 40-60% of all results are changing for 1 month. Even sometimes when you ask the same prompt, you can get two different answers. So, and
Yes,
the
yes,
main
all
goal
the time.
of AI search to find the best possible answer. And if it's useless, that we often see hallucination or just misleading, it doesn't mean that people stop using this. It means that ChatGPT will improve it, find a way how to improve, how to update. And if you try create content for AI search, I'm not sure that you can get great results. I think you need to create for humans. If you create valuable content for humans, that any algorithm will work for that. What do you think about that?
I mean, they're not different things. When you're creating good content for humans, what does that mean? A well-structured website that's easy to navigate. The AI is like that. Same thing. You're doing the same thing. When you are creating your article, if you for humans, it will be, if you write for humans, it will be easy for the AI to parse and get the right points. So I think it's actually they're very aligned. I think, we have this legacy SEO marketer idea from like 10 years or 15 years ago, where like to get ahead, you had to trick the system. But I think today, to get ahead, you have to do really, really well within the system. They tell you exactly what to do. It's not like there's a confusing term, content structure and structured content. It sounds the same. Actually, it sounds kind of meaningless by itself, but they're two different things, right? So structured content is like, using complicated code and snippets and whatever. Like, we're not touching that. It's actually so easy. You just, instead of structured content, you just, you just create a content structure that's so easy. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
easy for people to understand. They like it. It's clear. And the points are actually good because you can structure your content in the Q&A, like you mentioned. But if you're just writing the Q&A for the sake of having Q&A, and the answer and the question isn't so helpful or original, point is it defeats the point. So I think, if you lead with it, expertise, authority, all those things, um, you would not be wrong. The only main thing is might get frustrating where it's like, I'm doing it, I'm doing it, but it isn't only from your website, because if the
Yeah.
other component missing, like, hey, I'm expert, but you're the only one in the world who says you're expert, which, by the way, like 90% of experts do exactly this. Hey, I have the best diet, I really know what's the best diet, trust
Yeah.
me. And then the next person's like, no, no, like, I know the best diet.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
For I personally can create high quality content about weight loss even when I had this experience. So I lost my weight. I had the bestie for 15 years, you know. So I mean, like, and that was tough for my side to lose this weight. Then my brother shared with me a new method. I mean, that was fasting. So basically, I didn't eat in the morning and skipped all eating on
I do
Monday.
the
That was
fasting
tough in
now.
the beginning.
I've been doing it for a year.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, and also
So
lost a little weight.
yeah, I mean, like I clean my body, and I lost 25 pounds for
Wow,
3 months. 2 3 months. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight, and
that's
I
amazing.
mean, like I feel much
I
better in
lost
this
one.
body, new body.
Wow. Or two.
Yeah, it's like update your content. You know, I updated my body. You know that. So, but anyway, I don't think that I can teach anybody else how to lose weight. I'm not an expert at that because each case is different. Like any website is different. I mean, like I had my personal experience, but it works for me. So, and I failed with many other things to lose weight. Probably all other things can work for someone else, but it's more about mentality. You know, if you set up the right mindset that eating is not the most important element in your life and if you can eat healthy food, yeah, everything will be
Yeah.
fine.
So go to my website and you will learn how to lose weight.
Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course, yeah, but it's the power of topical authority, you know, when you focus on one specific niche, then you can rank high. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think also, people, what I saw early in my career, helping people with business and marketing, everybody would come to me and they would say, I'm really good at this. I'm a really good carpenter. I'm a really good this. I can attest it, So like at first I used to take people at face value. But then really quickly I realized after talking to people that this is such a mistake to trust people when they say they're good at something, because most people definitionally are
Yeah.
not good at that thing, right? If you have like 1,000 carpenters, but there's like a top 10%, most people are not the top 10%, right? So, okay, so most people, but you will never hear like, I'm a horrible carpenter, I'm a horrible chef. Like
Yeah.
people think that people really, really, really overall value their work and then don't get the attention. Don't, and they're like, why? But I'm so great. Why? But I'm so great. And I think there's some soul searching. When I say this, I do this for myself first and foremost, of like, how can I improve? And this alludes to what I mentioned earlier. Like every year I should look back at my last year and be like, that's embarrassing. Don't want to
Mhm.
show anybody. So something along those lines where you have to constantly self-improve no matter how good you think you are, because we have so many blind spots, and it's such a defense mechanism to think, oh, where we are is really good, that as soon as you start thinking that, you stop improving, and as soon as you stop improving, you're not it,
Yeah.
because it are the ones who are improving and working harder. So but I think, yeah, creating structured content that's structured well on your site is definitely within what you have to do, but also off page is no longer like build stupid links, right, backlinks, but like actually get really strong mentions, many and constantly, like the fame aspect. I don't think there's like a fame metric in Google, but
Mhm.
to kind of narrow it down to give you just a general perspective, there is that aspect of it.
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Alex, you mentioned about EAT. Yeah, by the way, it's like EEAT, Experience, Expert, Authority, Trust. But I want to ask you, how are you going to implement this parameter to your crypto project? Because I think like in crypto niche, finance niche, it's a must-have. I think it's must-have everywhere, but the impact in crypto, it's a lot more than any other place. Yeah.
Of course, because Google has this, in addition to it, they have this your money or your life.
Yeah.
So, like health, especially when we talk about losing weight, and when you give advice in finance, health, and similar things that affect your money or your life, not only in Google, but also in people's skepticism, you have to win them over with a lot more authority. And finances, of course, you're always online, like half a step away from a scam anyway. But in
Yeah.
the crypto world, you're always almost falling. Am I falling
I
yet?
get a lot of requests, do you need a lot of investment, funding, loan, $10 million without checking
Everything,
documents?
right? And everybody's like, this is the way. So just to give like a 30 seconds on my crypto projects for people who don't know about it, because I've been a creator for my whole entire career since university. I create music, I create businesses, courses, content, books. It's just all I've been doing is working. When you're a creator, the mentality is so difficult because you're working, not getting paid, and you're investing in your 2 years from now self. You're investing
Yeah.
in your 5 years, but the current you is under crazy financial stress, and it's so unhealthy. And for me, when I was early in my career, it was a really profound experience. I remember like I was sitting struggling. I just like not trying to make my money, like figure out my finances on a napkin, like am I going to pay rent this month? Like I'm going to make $100 here, $200 here, but is it going to come to my expenses, right? And it was a really hard lifestyle. And now understanding what all the research about stress, the chronic financial stress is what people, when people say stress is bad, stress is not bad. Short-term stress is good. You get focused, you get more energy. Stress, we are good at handling short-term stress. The problem that causes all the health negative side effects and everything is the chronic long-term stress, which creators, that's what they have, like for years, financial stress of uncertainty. So I created a certain token. You can call it a unique cryptocurrency, but it's on the Solana blockchain, which is one of the main cryptocurrencies out there, specifically a token that has differentiating factors that give more to creators like musicians, artists, authors, but also like us, podcasters, course creators, online entrepreneurs, so that you can get paid with donations through cryptocurrency up front, similar to Patreon. But Patreon has a number of financial problems. Like they take 5 to 10% of all your money. Yeah, and I see the comment. Ishrat said, "It's the same for me, struggling and stressed." The struggling and stressed is the unifying experience that I have, that Anatoly has, that people listening have. We don't talk about it, we don't share it, but it's what we go home in silence. This is what, especially early, and it's such a bad experience, and that's what I want to solve, really. So I wanted to create a fundraising platform that instead of manipulating the dollar or taking a big cut from creators, I want to enable creators to have financial tools to, instead of, if you raise money with $1, you lose money to inflation, you lose money to fees of Patreon, you lose money. So for every dollar you raise, and you may be getting 85 cents in the end or 90 cents, depends how you count. With proper financial tools, you can take it up to $1.10, $1.15, while holding a high potential asset that may itself grow large, to a big, large amount, because that's what small cryptocurrencies tend to do. They tend to, when they grow big, they grow big. So that's what I wanted to give to to me, the earlier me, and to everybody else working on this, is the SPRK token. So I'm working on a lot of financial tools at the moment some of them are launching now. Some of them I'm going to have them all launched by the end of November. The tool is ready now. The early investors are up like 70 or 80%, But to answer your question, and I thought it was going to take me 30 seconds, but it's taking me like 5 minutes. Um,
Yeah.
is to promote it, right? As soon as these financial tools are ready, and as soon as I figure out how to explain them in a slightly less verbose fashion, because now I know I'm a little bit long-winded. I'm going to do a very large publicity campaign because I'm going to talk to, I want to get on podcasts of radio hosts. I want to talk, to YouTubers, big influencers. I want to, if you're thinking like I'm an artist, I want you to know about me as an option, not about me, but as this Spark token, sprktoken.com. I want it to be like a thing people know. Um, and I want it to be a thing that actually people use and get like real, tangible, real world benefits in, because I'm building in like real financial tools. I'm not treating this like, hey, I just want to make money for myself. For me, this is like a long-term project. Some project I'm looking at 5-10 years. This is like my next thing. So, and I'm, very
Yeah.
careful with people's money, who invest, etc. Because people think, oh, meme coins, whatever. It's not that. But yeah, it's get to a place where you're actually good with your product, that you can be like, it's different, it's unique. Here's how it helps. Publicity for this
Mhm.
message. This is
Okay.
this is the formula.
Got it. Got it. So, guys, I will put the link in the description below so you can learn more about this project. And yeah, I want to just reply to Sharat about stressing out. I think you need to find your way. I think like some people likes yoga, meditation. I play a lot of soccer. I love this sport, So and I usually do it like 4 times a week. I love this experience because it's only one way how I can stress out everything. Many things are happening. It's not only white side. Sometimes even often when you fail, it's part of the process. I don't know another way how to learn, because you need to test things. And yeah, many wrong decisions, but you don't know how to choose the right decision without having this experience. So I test. I don't procrastinate. I know, okay, only one way how I can learn. I need to test. It's not working. Okay, it means I can go with something else. And Alex, I have my final question to you. Very important question about the future of SEO. So we still have a lot of things that SEO is dead, but we got the same 20 years ago, 10 years ago, yesterday. I think people will say that in 5 and 10 years. I don't know how long, but I mean, like, I think SEO is really dead for most projects because it's tough for them to get results. Like 97% of all websites can get organic reach. And of course, it's dead for them. But for smart people who wanna make their hands dirty, who wanna bring something new to the table, it's far from that, and still bring a lot of traffic. So tell your prediction about SEO future.
100%. I mean, SEO was dead. If you didn't want to work hard, it was always dead for you. Always. Like in 2001, in 2005, it was dead for you. If you like most people, I don't want to learn SEO. I just want to hire, somebody who promises me that they are so great from Fiverr. They always want to get their hands dirty and work hard. It's the same with SEO. It's the same with everything else in life. This is, I think, I applaud that you have this great, like, I would say like immigrant mentality. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe it's not, but I'm also, so I don't, maybe it is. I'm also an immigrant. I don't know. I don't know if it's really that, but it's, obviously it's not only immigrants, but like, I think hunger is a superpower. If you're ready, if you want something, if you want to go after it, nothing's dead for you. I mean, you have to be wise in your choices, but you can make things work. Especially since everybody else is going to be like, oh, SEO is dead. Great, great. Don't compete with me. Go, go somewhere else. I'm not like, the smartest person in the world. So less competition is pretty good for me. Like, I can deal with having less challenges. So there's that aspect of it. If you have the right mindset and work hard, not dead. On the other hand, there is some decay, some part of it is changing, and some elements, in a change, yeah, some aspects are no longer the same. So it's undeniable that some things are different. I think, I had this music blog that I was so excited last time I was on, 2023. I was promoting my music blog. I was writing about music. I actually loved writing about it because it was just, sharing what I thought about different musical, whatever. And then it's like, well, am I going to be the best music blogger? Am I going to be really eat as a music blogger? No. So I thought, like, for the time investment that I'm going to be putting in, which was significant, which was going to mean missing out on better opportunities, right? Because, you can't do everything. You have to prioritize. I said, well, probably maybe I'll deprioritize the blog. And I really did, to my own sadness. I really didn't want to, but I just, like, objectively, I didn't see the risk was there, and it was higher than before. So it's like, well, the reward is the same, but the risk is higher. It just stopped making sense anymore. Just a
Yeah.
decision-making thing. So yeah, some project is that you want to really select carefully, because in all cases, you're going to be putting a lot of time or money or both into your project, and you cannot, it's no longer like a machine gun. You can't, there's no resources for that. It's a sniper rifle.
Yeah.
So
It's
you
a
gotta,
long
like,
game.
be super smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
what was that?
It's a long game. I mean, like for
Long
patient
game. You
people,
only have a
yeah.
few shots, and if you make a few misses, uh that's a bad few years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't want to make this choice quickly. It's almost like investing. In this is that eat where, like, I'm not an investment advisor, but, like, uh the one thing is, you see sometimes people can hold, they waiting for a lower price. They wait. They don't jump. Professional investors don't necessarily jump all in, right? They're like, there's times to have cash, there's times to not have cash, and patience is like a thing in that world, and discipline. So I think same here. You don't have to, if you're struggling, like, I need to make money now, I need to decide now. But patience, it goes a long way now, until you really find that one project that you really see the light at the end of the tunnel is worth investing your time and effort. I think then you do SEO if it makes sense. But it's not something you will be able to jump, like, oh, I'm doing this project now, 3 months later another thing. That would be not as successful, because you need to get
Okay.
to the it point.
Yeah, Alex. Thank you so much for this podcast, for sharing all this experience. Always welcome back to share more valuable insights. I love this experience. I love this real conversation because we don't prepare any questions. We just discuss, any what happened on this world. Guys, I recommend to anyone to follow Alex on LinkedIn, to subscribe to his course on Udemy, and of course to check out his crypto project. So probably it can help you, to become better with finance. Thanks a lot for listening and watching us.
Thanks for having me.